What's up, everybody? Welcome to WAEofFishing. If it's your first time here, please make sure you hit subscribe, check the bell notification. We do everything on this channel: kayaking, bank fishing, bass fishing, redfish, speckled trout, crappie, chain pickerel. I can't go fishing right now because I've got my boat torn down. I could take the kayak out, but I'm trying to get this done desperately, so I don't want to get distracted. This video is going to be my big fish. So I've got 4 8-pound bass. Thank you, Fishtails RVA. Y'all go check his channel out because he threw a little shot across the bow this morning about his 9-pounder, and it made me think, well, I've got 4 8s. I don't have a 9, and I lost my 10.
Oh my God, that was bigger than the 6.
Every time I bring it up, I gotta put that clip in there because it just puts a hole in my soul, man. But I'm gonna tell you guys, all 4 of my 8-pound fish came from, I live in Virginia, the end of March to the beginning of May. All of them were caught in that 60-day period. I'm gonna tell you every bait that caught my fish. The very first one, pink worm, specifically a Haw River high floater pink worm. If you watch the channel, you know I throw these things religiously. I don't go anywhere without them. I bet you I could catch a speckled trout on this bait. But the very first one was on this. It was raised Texas. Believe it or not, it was on 4-pound test line in 9 feet of water. I saw the fish pick the worm up. I was at my wit's end. I didn't know what else to do. I really wasn't a finesse fisherman yet. I could see the fish. They could see me. I couldn't get bit all day. I didn't know what else to do. Dropped this down in 9 feet. Literally looked down. I saw the worm disappear. I set the hook. Didn't know how big the fish was until it came up. And that's the story for another day. But by far, early spring, this. You can rig it multiple ways. I don't have a hook here because I do change the hooks out. I vary my hook to get a different action from the bait. Heavier hooks, change the fall rate, wacky rig, blah, blah, blah. I'll probably do an entire video on just pink worms. So that's a pink worm. Believe it or not, all of the other 3 came on the same bait, spinnerbait. I have 3 8-pound bass that were all caught on spinnerbaits. I used to throw these religiously. Like, I used to be so into it. These are mass-produced ones, but this is one. This is old. I've had this back since my tournament days. This is a hidden weight spinnerbait. Now, I was such a spinnerbait fisherman in every way that I used to get these things custom built for me. Handmade was all I threw. I varied wire size. You can get really deep into spinnerbait fishing. Blades, I got a box full of blades. I varied colors, sizes, big blades on small baits, small blades on big baits, Colorado, turtle shell, Indiana, the gamut. 3 of them came on spinnerbaits. Spinnerbait is super versatile, weedless. You can fish it at the surface. You can slow crawl it on the bottom. You can bring it through woods. You can bring it through lily pads. It is one of the most weedless and versatile baits that you could ever fish for a largemouth bass. One of, not the, but one of, by far. The first fish I ever caught on a spinnerbait that was 8 pounds, the first one, I remember it like it was yesterday. I threw the spinnerbait up under a bush. Remember, the hydrilla had just started getting up. Most of my lakes are really grassy lakes. And I threw the bait in there, it hit the water, I clicked the reel in, and it didn't move. And I'm hung, and I'm yanking and hammering this rod, and I'm mad, and I start cussing because I'm hung. Then all of a sudden it lurches, and the fish comes out of the water. And I start screaming. My buddy's going nuts. I'm screaming. I thought I was hung, and it was a monster bass. She couldn't even get out of the water. She just kind of came up and fell over. Got the fish in, huge gut, huge mouth. I'm screaming. I'm going nuts. 8-pound bass on the spinnerbait. The other one, standing timber in May 5th, I think the paper says, spinnerbait. The other one was spinnerbait, actually in the same lake as the first one. But spinnerbait, if your fish eat shad or golden shiners or anything, spinnerbait, spinnerbait, spinnerbait for me. Now, I am going to mention this bait. I just went to discounttackle.com and ordered some of these. I will link it below. They have the most ridiculous price on a chatterbait. These are jackhammers. I got a love-hate relationship with chatterbaits. So in this box are chatterbaits and chatterbaits, and I've thrown the regular chatterbait, the chatterbait elite, the chatterbait pro, whatever, all of them, and thinking I'm going to get a different result. I'm hoping for a different result with the jackhammer. You saw the footage. That was a chatterbait. I have hooked big fish on chatterbaits. I land most fish I get on a spinnerbait. I lose most of the fish I get on a chatterbait. And there's been a lot of stuff in comments what I should do, what I didn't do, whatever. That's to each his own. I've been fishing for a while and I'm gonna do my own thing, and I'm also gonna listen to people who know. Go look on YouTube for videos from Rick Clunn. Rick Clunn is one of the most legendary bass fishermen there is, and he talked about chatterbait fishing. It's a big wide open hook. I shouldn't have problems landing fish or hooking fish, but I do. So I've tried different rod combos, different gear ratios, line weights, braid, no braid, mono, fluoro, medium heavy fast, medium heavy moderate is what I'm throwing on now. I've tried medium, anything to try to find that combo that's going to get these fish to the boat. No doubt, early spring, throw a chatterbait. You'll get bit. It'll probably be a big fish. But for me, gosh, the lose ratio, or just if you add the number of fish that fall off in the net with a huge hole in their mouth, like it's just wallowed out. I don't know why the bait does that, but it makes me very nervous to throw a chatterbait. I know I'm gonna get bit. I'm gonna hook up with the fish, but getting them in the kayak, that is a whole other story. So that's my big fish. So this spring, pink worm, spinnerbait, and chatterbait. If I want to catch another big fish, that's going to be what I'm throwing. So hope you liked the video. I'm going to go film the other one now. Thanks for watching WAEofFishing. Get out there and fish your way.